Drama follows me around wherever I go. Social media thing, it's also like systematically built to destroy. It's okay not to have your whole life figured out. There are many ways to become successful.
Toxic relationships.
Definitely. People also just like to instruct you how to live your life.
If you're gay, come out of the closet.
Come on now, don't play with me now. Zou dit goed zijn?
Ik denk het wel.
Ja?
Ja.
What's up YouTube? It's your girl Nonsha and today I'm here with
Jennifer Ross,
my big sis, and I'm so pissed off.
She's a little thrown off because we filmed this whole thing already right now.
Yeah.
We need to put that aside and get this video out for the Nonsha fam.
So as you can see by the title of this video, today is going to be a guide on how to survive your 20s.
Yes.
Like my 20s, girl, woo, child. It was a struggle. It was a hassle. It was everything I did not expect. And I just wish that there was like a guide on warning me like what I should have done, what I should have be aware of. So that's why we're here.
Yes, we are here to give you the tea on our 20s and on all the things that we did wrong or that we want to prevent you from doing, because how you live your 20s and how you set up your 20s
is going to determine your 30s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up.
Don't forget that.
Like, comment,
share, subscribe. Let's go. Let's get it started. First off,
how our 20s were. Yeah, maybe that's a logical start. Should I go first?
You can take it away.
Yeah, I'm no longer in my 20s. We're not gonna discuss my age and all of that. Like
I'm 29, so it is my last year in my 20s. I would just want to start off my 30s fresh. I want to start it off clean. And yeah, as we said, my sis don't really like discussing her age, so we're not gonna do
but
that.
I'm in my 30s, so I can tell you that.
PSA.
Yeah, the thing is just like age is always a thing for me, since like other people make it a big deal, and it's not. It's just a number. It's about keeping yourself young and all of that.
Yeah.
The 20s for me, they have been super stressful.
For
they
me
have
too,
been
honestly.
a mess. I wasn't prepared.
All over the place.
Yes. I just wish I knew better, you know? So they have been filled with toxic relationships.
Definitely.
Toxic friendships, school issues, depression, anxiety, you name it, you call it, all that shit that you go through, and debt also, like debt in the sense that the Dutch system, in my opinion, is set up for you to end school with a debt.
You get handed so much opportunities to make debt that it's almost like inevitable for you to not end up in debt.
Exactly. I would really recommend staying away from debt. And the first thing that you can do, like every year you have a new iPhone, and you don't need a new iPhone every single year.
And I was the type of person, like when I was living at home, I wasn't allowed to have subscriptions for new phones by my mom. So when I was on my own, I was like, I'm gonna live, baby. Yeah. So every year that the new iPhone would come out, I had to have that. It wasn't necessary, just like a luxury thing, while there are so many other priorities in life.
Exactly. Another thing that also have to do like with phone subscriptions, I used to go over my bundle all the freaking time. All the freaking time. Call people that would never call me. Yeah, like what the fuck? So I'd be spending all my money on you, and you wouldn't even return the favor every once in a while. So I really recommend like checking the friendships that you have. If you see like, you know what, energy that I'm giving, it's not being reciprocated, it's not being given back in return, then drop that shit. Friends can also put you in that, because friends can be a bad influence. You need friends around you that can help you go further,
that can help you flourish, that can help you thrive. And you also need friends that are going to put you as a priority the way you put them as a priority. And if they don't do that, that's cool, but just drop them.
You have friends that always will invite you to go to parties, peer pressure you, but then in the end Maybe, for example, you needed a new outfit. You needed like to get your hair, your nails done, to go out and whatever. And then you use that money while, for example, you needed the money to do groceries. And then you're in another situation again, just because you let yourself be peer pressured to go to a party. Well, you really shouldn't have to.
That is a typical example of pleasure above priorities.
Yeah. And you really shouldn't let that happen.
And I feel like we used to do that as well. Within that, there was a lesson, but we didn't take the lesson. We would just continue. We would go out and they would be like, yeah, we're dropping you off at home.
And then they wouldn't.
No, and we had to wait for the next metro to go home
by ourselves. Those type of situations for me was that I would like have the FOMO, extreme fear of missing out on things. So I would go even though I couldn't even afford it. Well, actually I needed just a friend to tell me like, hey, you know what, we went out like from Thursday to Sunday last week. We don't need to go out this week. Let's buy some pizzas and chill at home. Think about the friendships that you have. Are they friendships that help you thrive in your life and to set up for your 30s?
Are they really worth it? Are those people going to ride for you?
If they're not, you know the answer.
Love.
Another disaster.
You are not gonna be the same person forever. If maybe possibly, if you're in that category of being one of those lucky person, that is cool. But there's also a possibility that you do not fall in that category. That is okay. There are billions of people on this earth. The saying, there are plenty fish in the sea, go catch another fish.
I would also recommend to not focus too much on love.
No, if it happens, it happens.
If it happens, it happens, but don't go rush it, don't go force it, and don't go chase it in your 20s. Like, you should be busy, like, building up your shit, figuring out who you are, figuring out where you want to be in your 30s.
Definitely.
So we both recommend journaling. Journaling helps you figure out what you're good at, like your hobbies and shit. Having hobbies, spending time with yourself, because in the end, that is really what is going to help you.
And it also, journaling also gives you like a perception of who you are today versus who you are within 2 weeks, and what you're doing in your life, if it's good, you know. You are your biggest critic. It gives you a good sense of evaluation.
The concept of journaling is new to me right now. I noticed, like, with journaling, manifesting the things that I want, how fast things get aligned and actually happen for me. And I just wish that I surrounded myself more with people that could have helped me build my life better. I hanged on too long to friendships that didn't even have my back, couldn't defend my name in my absence.
Once again, honestly, sis, of the billions of people that are on this earth, you're gonna choose those toxic people? Come on now, don't play with me now. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up.
True. I would recommend is just, if you notice like people are doing you wrong, don't stick around. Don't think they're gonna change. If there's one red flag, it won't go away. More flags are gonna pop up. Red ones.
Definitely. And the thing is as well, if you present yourself a certain type of way, people are so used of getting that version of you, gonna keep double crossing you, keep stepping over you, keep doing you wrong. You're worth so much more
than that.
Yeah.
And I also used to be like a person, I would be so people pleasing, but also like so loyal to my friendships. And
for what?
Yeah, for way too long and for all the wrong reasons. And
where are they now?
But also,
perhaps under the table.
I got followed home. I have a whole story time on that on my channel. Go check
the
it out
self-promotion. Okay, the
You're
self-promotion.
Go check it out, please. Thanks. But yeah. I got followed home because a friend promised me, and I was alone.
Yeah.
She promised me that she would drop me off at home. And then in the end, she didn't even have the decency to drop me off as she promised, you know? And I went there for the reason that she didn't want to spend the Friday night alone. Like those type of things.
Yeah. So what actually happened, you prioritized her peace over your own and almost got you killed.
Yes.
Because you don't know which
I had to pepper spray a whole man over the situation. Like,
you don't know what could have happened if you wasn't that well.
Yeah, I could have died. And like those are the things that I mean. Like it's really difficult to just say like, okay, you know what, you are not a good friend to me and I'm just gonna drop you. It's easier said than done.
But honestly, also the peer pressure, the FOMO you feel, and the FOMO that people give to you if you don't do a certain things, that is not good. If you have friends that peer pressure you to do certain things which you know you don't feel comfortable with, you know they are not your friend. And there is always that inner voice that is telling you like, sis, this ain't right.
Yeah, then so, listen to the inner voice.
Oh my God, we cannot stress this enough.
Right. Yeah. It ends up being right all the time. All the time.
All the damn time.
So the next point is how to survive college and university and all that shebang. We both attended like business school, higher studies. And she even has her master's in philosophy. However,
that did not go down with roses and peaches.
Absolutely
I can tell
not.
you that.
Yeah, absolutely not. And school is not for everyone. I am not encouraging anyone to just drop out of school and, you know,
if you can.
Yes, school is very fundamental in anything that you do, and it's very important. Because even though I don't do anything within marketing at the moment or business, whatever, the principles that I learned in school, like having a plan of action, doing a market research, like those type of things, they have been important in the field that I'm working in right now. You know, it always comes in handy. However, if you feel like school is stressing you out to the point of depression, anxiety, and like you can't get out of that, then I definitely recommend to rethink the situation.
And it's okay. You don't have to finish within 4 years. You can take 5 years, 6 years, but when you get to a point that it's getting too much, the anxiety, the stress, the depression is getting to you, you have to be honest with yourself that you're like, you know what? I came this far, but
okay, maybe you came to the realization that school isn't for you. But then I don't recommend like just going to settle for the job at the bakery where you're working or at the butcher shop where you're working, and having hobbies and maybe a side hustle next to your studies. In the end, maybe that can end up being the career that you really want to take on. A lot of the times you have a certain talent that you're blessed with. For us, it may be vlogging, it may be making videos, it can be making nails, but it can be so many things. So you need to figure that out for yourself, what your actual talent is. What is something that you are blessed with that you don't have to put a lot of effort into? Like figure out what art or things you're good at that you're already blessed with, and then perfect that to the T. Make sure that you excel.
And another thing I wanted to touch, it's okay to not have your whole life figured out. You're probably not gonna do the same thing when you're 20 that you're gonna do when you're 60. People change, your mindsets change it constantly. Maybe won't be aligned with what you're doing next year or the year after that. So it's okay not to have your whole life figured out. Like I was the type of person, I have my whole life figured out until my 25. And when I reached 25, I was like,
damn,
what the fuck do I do now, you know? And I used to beat myself up about that. And that was so unhealthy. So I spent like 2 years in my 20s stressing myself out because I didn't have a plan of what I wanted to do in my life. And I never used to be the person that would do that even, you know? I would just live by the day, even though I'm saying that I have my life figured out.
You can like make a big schedule, like, you know, this is kind of what I want. And I want to pick up on that too, because I used to be the person that didn't know at all what I wanted. And I'm good at so many things, but nothing that is like, whoa, like that is what I'm really, really good at, you know? I can bake, I can cook, I can do so many things, like making videos, and like there are so many things that I can do. And however, it was really difficult to figure out like, okay, this is really what I'm really good at, and I'm gonna perfect this.
That is also like a societal
thing.
Form of pressure. True. Because you can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Absolutely.
That's just the thing. Like we said, you don't have to finish school. There are many ways to become successful, but make sure
you have a plan B, and then it will be fine.
Stop the people pleasing. Stop the people pleasing to your mama, your daddy, your family. Stop doing things to please others. Because at the end, people are gonna pursue whatever they like. They're gonna live their life how they want. And at the end, people also just like to instruct you how to live your life.
But you have to live it.
Yeah.
Like, live your life for you. Be bold about it. If you're gay, come out of the closet. Like, don't stay in that closet for nobody.
Bust that shit down.
Yes.
Bust that shit
come
down.
out, do you for you, and be you. They need to accept you for who you are. Those are things too, because you struggle with that as well.
Yeah, I struggled with that for a long time.
They needed to accept it anyways.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sorry for stealing the words. I feel like your 20s, it can be really difficult. But try to stay away from stress and things that will stress you out. Like,
and choose you. Dare to say no.
Yes.
Dare to say no to that party. You're not required to be at every party every damn week or every day of the damn week.
Yeah.
You miss one, if you miss two, if you miss all of them, it doesn't matter as long as you got your mental peace, because in the end, it's gonna catch up to you.
Another thing that I would also recommend is to take good care of yourself. And by that, I mean, like,
I used to slack big on that.
Yeah.
In my teens, I was on top of my self-care. I was on top of my skin. But as my priorities changed into partying and doing bullshit, my self-care also declined.
Yeah. And it's really important to do so. I know I'm not the biggest fan of exercising, but I do recommend exercising, taking good care of your skin, like wash your skin every night, take off all your makeup, take off the day, you know? Take good care of your hair, because things are gonna catch up, you know? And in your 30s, you want to have luscious, beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Things like that. Take good care of yourself, eat well, rest well, and then you can set up your life so well for when you are in your 30s.
If things do not work out, don't beat yourself up about it. We are all human. It's okay to make mistakes. We wouldn't be human if we didn't.
True. Like reading self-help books.
Yeah.
Right now, Nose and I both are reading The Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And if you don't like reading,
do audiobooks.
Yeah, audiobooks.
That is a very good book, but there are so many self-help books that can help you to come closer to yourself and come closer to the things that are actually important. Because, like, not to spill all the beans on that book, the book really instructs you to care about the things that you should care about. Stop caring too much about social media, for example.
Oh,
you have something to say?
Yeah, I would definitely say take phone breaks.
So important.
Stay off damn social media. It's okay.
Every now and then.
Yeah, take a few hours off when you wake up. Don't immediately go to your phone, because I also feel like this social media thing, it's also like systematically built to destroy you. It's like the survival of the fittest. And if you're weak to that, you are gonna break.
Another good book that I also recommend is Atomic Habits and The Power of Now. It's kind of the same concept as The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, but it has something different to it. So I would really recommend those.
Something else, avoid drama.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person, drama follows me around wherever I go. But it was up to me to distance myself from that. I used to be in certain circles where I know there was gonna be drama, but I just...
You would stick around.
Yeah, I didn't really want to let it go.
Especially staying out of debt. That don't fuck up your credit.
I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Your 20s is about filtering out bullshit, filtering out friendships, and living your best life.
Yeah. I think we had said everything that we wanted to say.
I think so too.
I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions for us, or if you want us to do these type of videos more often, then let us know in the comments down below.
Thank you for watching. As my sis already said, I really hope it helped. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.